guys, and welcome to the next episode of Unstoppable Equestrian. I'm Danielle Pools from Dressage Plus. So this weekend I have a competition at Boneo, competing in the advanced section, and I thought it would be useful or good for me to share with you all how I've been preparing differently in the lead up to this competition compared to how I prepared, or my lack of preparation, to my competition a couple of weekends ago that I spoke about in last week's video. So this week, it's actually Monday morning as I record this, and I'm just up on the arena with Rondo. Show you her there. There we go. There's Rondo. She's looking a bit shaggy, so I better get her mane sorted before this weekend actually. But we just got onto the arena. It's a bit of a yucky morning, but we'll just have a walk around before we get started. And so yes, it's Monday morning, and so I've got the rest of the week to keep preparing. But my preparation that I need to focus on is my mindset. We physically prepared well for last competition. Riding, like I'm up here riding quite often, and that's not so much the issue, although I'm sure I could improve in lots of areas there. For me, it's making sure I'm prepared mentally and that I'm doing the mindset work so that I feel confident going into competition day. I get to relax, enjoy it, and able to put myself in that focus zone. So the exercises I use to achieve that is actually visualizing and meditation. So I combine the two together and do a short visualized meditation session in the mornings. I had got a bit slack with that, hence why my lack of preparation for the last competition happened, and I didn't go into the competition feeling so good. But I'm back on board, and I've been doing the sessions each morning and already feeling the results. So feeling much more confident. I've been visualizing my test. So I just wanted to talk you through just quickly how I run through my sessions. So I wake up, and then I visualize, do my sessions in the morning before I come out and ride, so it sets me up nicely for my ride as well. And I do them on the couch. I just get nice and comfy, sit in a nice relaxed manner for me. I put some music on, set my alarm, and I only visualize for kind of between 4 and 7 minutes, depending on how late I'm running. And that's plenty of time for me. It allows me to close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, make sure I'm releasing and that I'm breathing deeply. And then I start with a body check. So I start at my jaws and just use my hands sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, to just really bring some awareness to my body, so it gets me out of my head, run down my shoulders, into my arms, and then obviously down into my seat and my legs, just making sure that if I am holding tension or tensing up, that I'm releasing that. And that really helps get me out of my head and into my body. After I've done a check, I then go into visualizing. So I'll either visualize a test and work through the whole test and connect a lot of feeling to it. I visualize in a associated way. So I'm sitting on the horse, looking down at my horse as I ride through my test. And I go through any areas that I feel a bit sticky on. If I don't visualize my test, I'll work on visualizing the warm-up, because for me, warm-ups are my weak area, I guess, and I have to make sure that I feel confident going into a warm-up so that Rondo really feels that and I lead her in a great way. So that's when I'll go through a test, or I go through my warm-up. I obviously know what Boneo looks like, so I can really visualize and put myself in the arenas there. And then I finish up and I just come back to the room and go out and ride. If leading to a competition, I'm really strict on myself, and I do make sure I do the meditations. But if it's in between comps and I get a bit slack, sometimes I might forget to do it in the morning. So I can just spend 30 seconds in the car when I pull up at the paddock, excuse me, or anywhere. You can visualize while you're driving just with your eyes open as well, and just make sure you put that feeling through your body. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing differently to prepare for my comp this weekend. My aim, or my goal, my intention for this weekend is to make sure I feel super prepared going into it, and then really spend time focusing before I get on her each test, And in the arena, just being in the warm-up in particular, being super focused, laser focused on her, trying to push all the other horses and all the other things out of my mind and just get out of my head and into my body and just ride. And I know how to ride, my body knows how to ride, so as long as I stay out of my head, my body will take over and do what needs to be done. So that's my aim and focus for this weekend, is to really get myself in that zone and go into the tests and ride in that zone. What I did want to share with you, the reason why these visualization sessions work so well is that our mind actually can't tell the difference between actually physically sitting on the horse and riding down at Boneo, or sitting on the couch and riding down at Boneo. So obviously consciously we know the difference, but our subconscious doesn't necessarily notice that we're not at Boneo because we feel like we are, and we put our body in that moment. It gives our subconscious this confidence that we're down at Boneo, we're having these good rides, like 7-10 sessions of however many you can fit into before your competition, and you can get yourself down at Boneo, and then subconsciously your mind will feel like you've already ridden down there. So the morning of the competition you'll be feeling super confident because you're going, nah, I've got this, I know what to do, I've anticipated different scenarios, I've ridden through my tests already, and you'll just go in with so much more confidence. So that's why visualization is such a great tool. So I encourage you to use it and have a play with it. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you next week and share with you what goes on at Boneo for me, and and hopefully be able to report back with how I went in setting myself up and focusing. So have a great week, guys. I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.